What is going on, everybody out there in the YouTube trucking community? Sean Cahalan, Christian Brother Trucker, coming at you again with another video. And today we are going to be talking about training. So you got your CDL and you've called up Knight Transportation and you're going to start training soon. You're going to come to orientation and you're going to go through the orientation process and you're going to get on a truck with a trainer for 4 weeks. What do you need to bring with you? And that's what I'm going to cover in this video. I'm going to tell you and kind of describe the experience that you're going to have, what you're going to go through, and what to bring and what not to bring. And talk about some things that you might not be thinking about. I've been training for, not for Knight, but I have been a trainer for about 6 months, and I've had about five or six trainees that I've trained, and I have firsthand experience of people bringing too much stuff and not bringing what they should have brought with them, because I don't think anybody took the time to explain to them what they needed to bring or not bring. So in this video, I'm going to basically tell you what I think you should bring out and what you might not be thinking about, and that way you can kind of decide for yourself what to bring with you and hopefully help you out on your journey when you come out with a trainer on the truck. A lot of recruiters may not know what to bring, what not to bring. A lot of recruiters have never been out on a truck. Some have, some haven't. But I figured I'd make a video and kind of help you guys out that are thinking about training with a trainer and what do I bring and what do I not bring. So if you're watching this video and you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe and share this video. And that'll help you get notifications when new videos come out, but it also helps my videos reach more drivers out there, and that would be awesome. I'm trying to bring relevant information forward to you guys to help you guys out on your journey in life, and if I can be a benefit to you in any way, that would be a blessing. So what to bring and what not to bring. If I'm gonna be stepping into a trainer's truck, what is that experience going to be like, and what do I want to bring with me? Basically, what I tell my trainees when they get on the truck with me is one large suitcase or bag, one small suitcase or bag, and a backpack. So whatever you can put in there would work great. I would prefer, personally, to have one big suitcase or big duffel bag and one backpack. The reason why, I prefer to minimize everything as much as possible is because we just don't have a lot of space in these trucks and in these sleepers. And when you go 2 drivers up in these trucks, what available space and how big they look quickly turns into cramped quarters. And me personally, I do suffer from a little bit of claustrophobia. It's something that I usually manage pretty well. But if you're claustrophobic, you might want to think about that when you're packing and when you're thinking about what to bring with you out on the road. In that large suitcase, you're going to want to pack somewhere between 6 to 10 changes of clothes. You do have the opportunity to do laundry at terminal locations. You can do laundry at any one of the, like for Knight Transportation, any one of the 25 locations that we drive through, a lot of those locations have laundry. You would have to provide your own laundry soap, so if you make a run to Walmart, make sure you pick up a small bottle, small, we'll put emphasis on that, not one of those big old gallon jugs of laundry soap, and a small package of dryer sheets. That way you can do your laundry. You can also do laundry at truck stops. Unfortunately, at truck stops you are going to have to pay for laundry, and I do believe, but don't quote me on this, that if you do your laundry at the terminal locations, I believe the laundry is free. I don't know that 100% yet. I will need to find out. But irregardless of whether it's free or not, you will have the opportunity to do laundry. So think about that as you're packing, and pack about, like I said, 6 to 8 changes of clothes, maybe 10. And that should last you for the entire 10 weeks. Now, when it comes to showering out here, you're not going to be able to shower every day. I hate to break it to you. I have this conversation with absolutely every trainee, and I usually get kind of a mixed response to this. We can't shower every day. It's just not practical. So, on average, I would say showering every 3 days. You know, I do try to shower more often if a person has like issues with, you know, feeling dirty all the time. But yeah, every 2 to 3 days is the shower schedule on the truck, and that's going to be indicative of the load, the scheduling, where you're at, and how you're going to be able to fit that in along the run. So what this means is I'm not going to deliver a load and then make a special trip to the truck stop to go get a shower. I go from, you know, empty to loaded, empty to loaded, empty to loaded, empty to loaded. Everything I do is under a load. The benefit of that is we run more miles and we get through the training faster. And that'll help minimize the time that you spend on the truck and progress through your training. So plan on taking a shower about every 2 to 3 days. And when you're planning how much clothes to bring with you, keep that in mind. And then you'll be doing laundry probably every couple weeks. You know, somewhere in between every 2 weeks. So in those other bags, some other items that you're gonna want to bring is you're gonna want to bring a small shower bag or a backpack. I'll show you what I do on mine to give you an idea. This is my shower bag. This is my go bag. I put everything in here, and inside my shower bag, I found this shower bag a long time ago at Walmart. I've had this thing forever. Let's see, I picked this up in 2006, if that tells you how old this thing is. But inside here, I keep all of my shower hygiene. You know, I got shaving cream, I got Listerine, I've got aftershave, I got deodorant, I've got my toothbrush, dental pick, tongue scraper, I got razors, I got my razor blade up here, and on the side here I can put body wash and shampoo. So shampoo, conditioner. This bag is amazing. This is the American Tourister bag. So if you want to look it up on the internet, you might be able to find it. Or you might be able to also go to like a shopping mall or to, I don't know where you would find this. I've tried to find these at Walmart and I haven't been able to find them recently to replace this bag because it's old and I need to replace it. But this is an amazing bag. So everything for my showers fits in here. And the cool thing about it is it opens up and I can hang it on one of the hooks inside the shower room. Super, super awesome. I love it. So with that, you're going to want to bring a towel and you're going to want to bring a washcloth or a shower scrunchie thing with you. I would suggest that you bring a washcloth. That way you can use it, wring it out, and then what I do with my towel and my washcloth is I will pin them to the bunk and air dry them. And usually works out really well. At a lot of the terminal locations, if you do shower at the terminal locations, they don't have towels like you would find at a truck stop. Showering is free out here, so you don't need to worry about that. And how that happens is basically I use my rewards and then I get a free shower for driver, co-driver on my rewards card. If we take a shower at a truck stop, at a terminal location, a lot of these showers are really nice, and yeah, you just, you know, so you'll have plenty of opportunity to do showers and do laundry. For your dirty clothes, you're going to want to bring either a linen dirty clothes bag or a trash bag so that you can segregate your dirty clothes from your clean clothes in your in your suitcase or in your big duffel bag. For bedding, you can either bring sheets and a blanket. I would recommend, and this is my best recommendation, is bring a sleeping bag and a pillow. The reason why I say sleeping bag or a pillow is because up on that top bunk, it's really hard to put down your sheets and to keep everything from sliding off the top bunk. And also, if the truck is moving and you need to go back and take a nap, it's easier to sleep on the bottom bunk. And what I have my trainees do is I will have them pull my comforter over the top of my bed, take my pillow and throw it up top, and they can just roll out the sleeping bag and use their pillow. You know, so if you bring out, you know, sheets and a blanket, that's a good way to go too. It's just the sheets and the blanket tend to slide around and get all messed up there, and it can just turn into a big pain in the butt to try to keep everything made up there. I guess I'm trying to say. Sleeping bag's really super convenient. You just, you know, slide in it and zip it up and go to sleep. That's what I used when I was training, and then when I got my own solo truck, then I went and got, you know, the sheet, the fitted sheet and the regular sheet and a blanket and a comforter. But when you're on that top bunk, it's extremely difficult to keep that nice and neat and organized up there. You're going to want to bring medications out with you, and you're going to want to refill your prescriptions before you leave the house. It's very difficult to try to get medications on the road. If your pharmacy is Walmart, you can do a pharmacy to pharmacy transfer, but usually that's, again, it's difficult to pull that off. So make sure that you have plenty of medications to bring with you out on the road. You may have to talk with your doctor and let your doctor know that you're going to be an over-the-road truck driver and that you need, you know, more than a 30-day supply of whatever medications that you're on. So look into that and make sure that you have the medications that you need if you're on prescription medications. You're going to need a warm jacket, depending on what time of year it is, but you're going to need a warm jacket. And then you're going to need sunglasses. A lot of people don't think that they'll need sunglasses until they drive into a sunrise or they drive into a sunset, and then they realize they can't see. So you are going to want to get polarized sunglasses so that you can see when driving and you have the sun in your face. You're going to want to bring a set of gloves with you, and when I say gloves, I do mean work gloves. I don't mean these little dinky things that are sorry excuse for gloves. These are junk. I got these for free from Night Transportation when I came over here. As you can see, I have yet to put them on. I have yet to use them. They are an extra set. I do keep them around. But when I talk about gloves, I'm talking about gloves. Nice, big, thick work gloves. You know, a lot of people like the thin gloves because they're comfortable and whatnot, but they tend to rip and tear really easily, don't last very long. I spend the extra money. I spend about 20 bucks on these, and they're super thick. They're cowhide or deer hide or something like that. These will last me for 6 months to a year before I need to replace them. So, you know, you ask yourself, well, why do I need gloves? Well, the seals that go on the trailer, some of them are metal, and they can cut you when you try to pull them off the door. And also the landing gears on the trailer, some of the handles are rusted, and some of them will have sharp edges, and you can cut your hands. And it's just a good idea to have a nice sturdy set of work gloves to put on for pulling the fifth wheel release if it doesn't release, for closing and opening the doors and pinning the doors back, and things like, and fueling. Biggest reason why you want these is you're going to be handling diesel fuel, and diesel fuel is a skin irritant, so it can irritate your skin, and it stinks really bad. So good pair of work gloves, want to bring those. Proper footwear, no sandals or flip-flops. You want to wear closed-toed tennis shoes or you know, boots. I usually tell people to just bring a sensible pair of tennis shoes out with you. And I do have a set of work boots that I've had in my truck for a long time, and I haven't put those things on in a very long time. But you don't want to wear flip-flops or sandals. Just, I have opinions about that, but for the obvious reasons, you want sturdy footwear that's practical. So I want to talk about cell phones. You want to think about who your cell phone provider is. Verizon or AT&T is my first two choices because they have the biggest network nationwide, and you're going to be driving all over the place. And so if you have one of the smaller network providers like T-Mobile or whatever Metro little provider, you're going to run into coverage issues out here. So I would suggest taking a serious look at your cell phone provider, and when you talk to your cell phone provider, make sure that you have a high amount of data, either unlimited data with, you know, 15 to 20 gigs or 15 to 30 gigs of hotspot capability, because that is your form of entertainment out here. So try to get an unlimited data plan so that you can stream movies, stream Netflix, or whatever streaming network you use. I have Paramount, I have Discovery, and I had Netflix. I don't have it, but you can do Hulu, YouTube, you know, and all of that, and you can stream that on your cellular device. And so that's something that you're going to want to think about, is who your network provider is, and are they nationwide, and do you have unlimited data? So definitely, if you don't have the proper cell phone account, make sure that you have that in place and have a decent phone and a nice long charging cord that will plug in to a cigarette lighter adapter. Just make sure you have that. I've had that problem a couple times where my trainee didn't come out with the proper phone, charger, etc. and so on. So I had to make sure, and, you know, we had to get one. All right, so these are small spaces, and it's very cramped inside the truck. So put a lot of thought and effort into thinking about what you're going to bring out with you, and bring what is essential, and do not bring out the kitchen sink. And I'll give you a funny story. So when I was working for Pascal Truck Lines, I was training this guy, and he brought everything in the kitchen sink with him. He had a large suitcase, and then a not much smaller suitcase, and then a big handbag and a purse. So, and I think another bag too. So there was like a total of four bags, and yeah, you heard me right, a purse. He was that kind of guy. And so before we even left the terminal, I had that discussion with him, and I said, I need you to condense this down into one suitcase and one handbag. and that's it. I mean, I don't have the room on here for my stuff and your stuff. And if I can come out here with one duffel bag and one backpack, so can you. So I have run into this problem once or twice, and then you know, I just, when I go to pick up my trainee and I'm looking at, you know, a big suitcase and a second bag that's completely chock full, weighs 100 pounds, and then you've got this big huge giant utility trash bag full of other stuff, and then you've got all this other stuff, there's just nowhere to put it. There's just not enough room. So, you know, just be cognizant of that and try to think about that before you, as you're packing at home. And don't bring too much stuff, because you're gonna be brought back when you're done with your training, and then you're gonna have the chance to go home. So you'll be able to go home and kind of repack and think about the next step in your career. And, you know, don't bring a bunch of food with you. You don't need it. You'll be able to do food runs with your trainer, and you'll be able to do shopping with your trainer. A couple of different ways that we do that is at a lot of these terminal locations, we can get a loaner van and we can make a run to Walmart. We can also bobtail to Walmart and do a shopping run so that we have food, and that'll save you money by not spending money in the truck stops. And if you go back and watch some of my previous videos, I talk about why that's super important, especially in training when you're not making as much. You want to be really frugal about how much money you're spending. So with all that in mind, what I try to do is I try to you know, teach by example, and make sure that the needs of the driver, the trainee, are taken care of. But I also, you know, kind of put it into relative terms and say, hey, this is reality. We do this as we can, but we put the needs of the loads and the needs of the customer first, and we got to get these miles. And the only way to get those miles is by, you know, going from load to load to load and doing everything that we do under a load and doing it effectively and efficiently, so that we get your miles covered, get you trained, get you back, and get you rolling on your own. So that's about it. You know, basically, you come out with a trainer and you're going to spend about 4 weeks with a trainer. And, you know, during that 4 weeks, the trainer may need to go home. And if the trainer does end up going home, what's going to happen is you're going to spend a few days in a hotel room. And that presents a good opportunity for you to take a break during the training. I know the training process is extremely difficult and grueling. When you share tight, cramped living quarters with a trainer, you know, a nice break from that and being able to get into a nice big hotel room once you've been spending all this time in a little cramped little truck with a trainer for a while is a nice break. So that may come up, and I have done that a few times for my trainees, to just take a break in the middle. I go home and the trainee gets to sit and relax in a hotel room for a few days and get off the truck and stop moving for a while. And so once you're done with your training, they'll bring you back into the terminal and probably give you some tests and make sure that you can upgrade. And then at that point, then you'll be able to take an opportunity and take some home time and go home for a bit. And then and that, you know, they may do that with you after they assign you a truck and you get into your truck and so on and so forth. And I'll make another video telling you about what you'll need once you do graduate out of training and venture off into solo. What are you going to need for the truck, and what are you going to want to bring with you? And so that'll be in the next video that I come out with. If you're thinking about coming in the driving truck, if you're thinking about switching companies, call up Knight Transportation, see what they can do for you. They are a national company and they have 25 locations all across the country. So most likely depending on where you live, you can get a job with Knight Transportation. I've been driving with these guys for about a month and a half. I've been in the trucking industry for 8 years, and so far this is the best company I've ever driven for. I'm really looking forward to getting back into training again for these guys, and I'm really super excited to start training again and helping people on their journeys in life, training the next generation, as they say, of truck drivers. So give Knight Transportation a call if you're thinking about getting your CDL, or you have your CDL and you're looking to go through the training program, or you already have some experience and you're looking for a new home. Give Knight Transportation a call. I'm pretty sure they can help you out at any level of experience. I'm not sure. I think they have a school, and they might be able to recommend a school for you to go to get your CDL. But at any rate, you know, Knight Transportation is full of very knowledgeable people that are professionals in the industry and can be able to lead you in the right direction and tell you what they can do for you to accelerate your career as a truck driver. If you do give them a call, let them know Sean Cahalan sent you, and that Sean Cahalan says that Knight Transportation is an awesome company. My driver code is 24807. If you do give them a call, please give them that driver code and let them know that Sean told you to call. And that way I can get a driver referral bonus. I would really appreciate that. And again, if you like this video and this kind of content, please like and subscribe and share. That way it helps my videos go out to more people. As always, thanks for watching, and God bless you all.